I started using pretty much when I was like 15 years old. By the time I was 17, I was a full blown alcoholic. I had quit school. I didn't stop using from the time I was 15. By the time I got to my 40s, I really separated myself from my addiction because I had a house, I had a woman, and I had a vehicle, and that was my way of not ever looking at myself. There was always somebody worse than me. I had a job. I'm a plumber, and I always went to work, so I didn't have a problem. And my disease reduced me at that point of my life to hanging out with people that were half my age and using with people that were half my age and actually being afraid of people my own age. Like, I didn't grow up. My disease of addiction is so self-centered. It's all about me, and everything is always about me. If I ever had any choices to make between, like, for example, paying bills or buying groceries, or if I'm going to get loaded, if I'm going to get high, within a matter of seconds, it was always I'm going to get high. That, like, so self-centered. I pushed my family out of my life. My disease wants me isolated. The door here, they were like, come on in. And like within 2 days of me talking to them, I remember I walked in through the front doors, the last door here. And I remember I was terrified. I was 40 years old. I felt like a little kid, terrified, unsure of what I had no idea of what to expect of this place. This was my first time in treatment, and really the first time I've heard of Narcotics Anonymous. I remember the first day I walked through the doors. It was in the summertime. It was July the 28th of 2003. And I walked through the doors, and everyone was like, "Hey, buddy, how are you?" They're coming up to me. They're hugging me. They're telling me they're glad to see me. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, "Oh my God, you guys are crazy." The energy in the house walking through the door was like, I walked through the door, and it was like a wall that I went through of, I felt safe. It was like unbelievable. This house is never boring. Never, never. There's always something going on in this house, right? And it's I don't know what else to say. It's This house saved my life, and I'll be forever grateful to this house.